Hello, Jay.
Hey,
How you doing,
Jay.
mate?
Hello.
You all right?
Indeed.
How are we doing?
Oh, Daddy likes you. Oh,
Not
great.
too bad. Mate. Not too bad.
Sorry.
We've had all... That's all right. No,
No
problem.
worries.
Thank you for joining
No
the
problem.
show.
Sorry, no problem at all. Sorry, I've been flying around like a lunatic, and then the link was just like it wasn't a link. It was just what the link was. It wouldn't allow me to click on it in Instagram.
Oh,
Sorry.
no way. What a pain. Oh, dear.
How are you both?
Okay.
All right?
I'm really
Yeah.
well, mate. Really good.
Good.
Looking
Good.
forward to Christmas. It's been a bit of a hectic year this year. So, well, hectic's probably not the right word, is it? It's been a bit of a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it's been a car crash, really.
It's been a disaster. It's been a
Not
crazy.
not good. I mean,
No, been mad.
No.
what's it been like for business for you?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Which is
I
it's
guess,
been
yeah, I suppose.
It's been incredible. Absolutely incredible. Obviously the doors were shut, so that was when mid-March. Doors were shut, so I was like, right, okay, I can't get people in. So what are we going to do? So I turned to Instagram, and obviously I couldn't get to them. So I thought, well, they couldn't get to me. So I thought I'll try and get to them. So through Instagram, did some live stuff, walking around the showroom, and just things like that, and just capture the imagination, and then sort of did the NHS thing, and everyone loved it. And then met loads of new people through Instagram. Then would sit on the sofa at night time, come up with little ideas for Instagram, little things I could do, little bits of fun, and it just took off from there. And it's just gone insane.
I can remember seeing you from the start when you first started on your Instagram sort of stuff. I was like, this guy is fucking awesome. I love it. You've done an absolutely amazing job with the Instagram for the barbecue shop. I mean, even with like your little tours around the shop, it's like I've got sites over that side, and I know for certain when I go over there, I'm coming to see you. Just because I want to see the showroom and the garden that you've got as well, because that looks wicked.
Oh, the patio, if the patio could talk now, it'd talk. I tell you, there's been a lot going on out there.
Yeah, you've had some seriously big guests out there as well.
Yeah, we have. We had the guys from
most of diversity out there, haven't you?
Yeah, we've had diversity out there. We've had Towie out there. We've had James Buckley from the In-Betweeners. That was cool. The guys from Kiss, Callum Best. It's been amazing.
Wow. No way. Awesome. Yeah. I missed Kiss. Fucking hell. How cool.
What, Callum Best? Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Right.
Stuff.
So
I mean, come on, Ryan, you carry on, mate.
Oh, I was just going to say we need to do a formal introduction, obviously for the podcast now.
No problem.
No, well, I've got to edit it up, so it's going to be difficult for me, man.
Ryan, don't you worry.
I'll get around it. Right. So let's start off with some standard questions then. So how long have you been sort of within the barbecue industry and sort of like and cooking over flames and smoke and all that sort of business? What got you started in it all, Jay?
So basically, I was at boarding school up in Suffolk, which is about an hour and a half away. I came back at the age of 18 from there. The garden centre, my dad started from nothing 50 years ago next year. So I went into the family business from school. I was there for 10 years and was just member of staff, just stocking the shelves, doing stuff like that. And then it was in 2010 where I sort of wanted something for myself. I didn't want to just be dad's boy. I wanted to do something for myself. So the barbecues were just in a corner. And I said to my dad, well, can I build a little barbecue area? Like have something for myself. And I'm quite good at selling and all that. So he's like, okay, we'll give it a go. Have your own little area. So that was in 2010, started a little barbecue area. Within 2 years, I had learned about Weber and what is good, what's not good. Got to know all the guys, got to know the industry a little bit.
Yeah.
And then by year 3 or 4, had like an established showroom. And then in the last 3-4 years, it's just gone next level. So yeah, just came out of school into the family business. Then 10 years ago, just wanted something for myself and built. Effectively now is a business within a business. Altons BBQ World is his own little business within a business, and that's where it all started from. No passion for barbecue, and it wasn't that. It was wanting something for myself, and barbecues was just that opportunity at that time.
Yeah. Well, you could argue that Alton's BBQ World now it's a destination, isn't it? It's not just necessarily a business. You've got people coming down from all over the place looking at stuff and sort of trying stuff out. And I should imagine even doing probably some cooking demos when all of this COVID stuff clears up. I should think you can have all that going on. But at the minute it is what it is. So as you've sort of like been selling barbecues and stuff, what kind of trends have you noticed going on with that? Obviously, like you've had, you could say the backyard cooking scene has evolved slightly. So there's definitely been a transition from gas, I'd say, just from me and how long I've been doing it, like gas to charcoal. On what sort of scale now would you say, or as a ratio, would you say you sell gas to charcoal grills, the pellet grills, etc.?
Oh wow! So it's honestly, it goes up and down every single year. But if we're talking this year, it's Traeger pellet grills have become massive in the last 2 years. Really, really come on leaps and bounds. So Traeger are big, but this year, there's a lot of people going Kamado Joe. Kamado Joe have just smashed it this year. I think with Kamado Joe, what's good about them is, I believe, my personal opinion, everyone has their opinions. But for Kamado Joe, I think they've got the strongest social media. I think their social media, the way they do it, the ambassadors they have, Eric Gephardt, Ben Forte, my best mate, Bro and Slow. They're just some of the artists. They're some of the best around, and they're on KJ's sort of squad as such. Whereas Traeger are good, but they're predominantly American fed. There's not too many people here, and Weber are a little bit quiet on the social. Weber aren't the biggest on the social media. Kamado Joe just seem to be everywhere, and they have a lot of fun. Kamado Joe, so that's how I feel. I think Kamado Joe got the strongest social media, which now is the biggest thing. Instagram barbecuing is insane. But as in trends, it honestly, guys, it just there isn't. It's just pellet.
I guess it's personal preference, isn't it? Really,
it really is. That's what we've done from the word go. I've always tried to make it like a showroom where we don't pounce on people. People come in, and rather than saying how much money do you want to spend, what have you thought of this, we say, how many people in your family? Do you have the weekends off? Do you work in the city? What do you enjoy to cook? Get an idea of what their lifestyle is. See what. Because we get a lot of people coming and go, I want that one there. And you go, why do you want that? They go, it looks good. You go, that's a Genesis 6-burner gas. 2, why do you need that? Well, there's only 2 people. In the end, we get them onto a Spirit 2-burner with a load of accessories. You've then gained their trust. They then become a customer for life because they think, do you know what? I could have spent $2,000 and I've just spent 800 quid. I'll buy a load of this. But you've gained them as a customer now because you've gained their trust. So trends are personal preference. There isn't really any. If I had to say it, I think I'd say Kamado Joe, which is mad. But Kamado Joe is the one that everyone comes in and just, if I could, that's the one I'd want. That's what they all say. That's the one they all want.
I think a lot of social media, like you said, their Fire Squad, they've got quite a few heavy hitters in the UK now that are doing it, and they just look cool. I mean, who doesn't want an egg sat out in your garden that looks like that?
Well, the thing was, like you just said there, their squad artists, Smoking Elk, Hitchens, Bro and Slow. Like, I did Restaurant Roulette, and obviously I had Chef Eric on there. Got Only Slagging Island. They've got some of the best guys who are some of the best at what they do, and they're on their, I wouldn't say pay, they're on their squad. And whereas Weber's squad, you don't really know. If you said what's Weber's squad, you'd struggle to name it. If you said what's Traeger's squad, you go, okay, you got Diva Q, you got Diva Q, you got Kendrick, you got a few of them, but they're a little bit harder to sort of get hold of. Whereas KJ guys are so accessible, so easy to talk to, and I think they're the ones for me. KJ, they're really, me working with Eric on Restaurant Roulette, it was amazing. What an experience!
Totally.
Roulette in a minute, and the success that's been that, mate, one idea. Well, let's not beat around the bush. Let's just jump into it. So, for the people that haven't seen it, which I don't think there's many people that haven't seen Restaurant Roulette, do you want to just tell them the idea and what it was and what it is? Because I think you're still doing it, aren't you? Or it's still going. Will be going in the future, I hope.
Correct. Yeah, be going in the future. So restaurant roulette was an idea that I came up with sitting on my sofa one night. Got to know Season Blog, got to know Bro and Slow, who everyone knows we've become like best friends through it all, which is amazing. Gary, all the guys on restaurant, I just got to know them and just love what they do. I sat on the sofa, got an idea of how can I make a show, Instagram. I've got a little bit known on Instagram. How can I use that now? Okay, what about, so I phoned the guy and said, look, I've got an idea. How about we cook food? So the idea of restaurant roulette, for anyone that doesn't know, like you said, is to have a spinning wheel, like a Wheel of Fortune. On there, you have McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Express, restaurants that everybody knows and everyone can instantly relate to the food. So it made the show, it allowed the public to fully engage because everybody knew what it was supposed to look like, rather than going for restaurants that no one knows. And you go, okay, does that look like it? No, let's do restaurants that we've all been to, we all know. So every Monday, we'd bring a different person on, we'd spin the wheel, it land on a restaurant. They then had till Friday to create a dish, was what it was, but it ended up becoming a whole menu by the end of the 8 weeks.
Yeah.
No, Bro and Slow's one. Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Off the chain, totally off the chain, mate. It was wow.
So yeah, it was every Monday we spun the wheel, it landed on a restaurant, and then they would then cook and prep all week, allowing the public to see what they wanted on their stories or keep it as close to their chest as they wanted. On the Friday, we'd go back live, and then on the Friday they would show what they cooked, tell them how we did it, all done on barbecues, which again goes to show you can cook anything on a barbecue. Everyone's stuck at home, missing McDonald's, missing KFC, missing their trips to the Wagamamas and Nando's. Here you go, you can do it on a barbecue. That was the idea. And you then, as the public, the viewers, would rate it out of 10. They get scores, and then basically it all finished. And then we had the top 4 went head to head. And obviously each week on the show, I had special guests just to make the show a bit better, to discuss what was cooking. And the top 4 then went head to head with some of the best in the business. Who did we go head to head with? We had Ben Forte, we had Only Sagging, we had Marcus Bowden, and we had Shropshire lad Adam. So and Eric and Chef Eric co-hosted the whole thing with me. But Restaurant Roulette was incredible. It was incredible. I never imagined it'd be what it is. And the plans for next year are to give it to, this is a little bit of an exclusive for you guys. Not everyone knows this, but
there we go.
There we go. There we go.
Barbecue Talks exclusive.
There we go. So next year it's going to be American restaurants. It's going to be 8 brand new people. This is the exclusive. I'm going to pick 4. The other 4, I'm going to get people to send in like audition tapes, and we're going to post them, and then we're going to pick the 4 from audition tapes. So again, engagement gets people involved, having fun, and then that's going to start next year.
A real life Simon Cowell, mate.
Restaurant Roulette USA. That's going to be.
Awesome.
Well, we've got quite a big US audience on this show, so if you want to put it out there and get these guys linked up with you, I'm pretty sure a lot of them would be up for that. It could be like a US UK versus, be quite a show.
Yep, there's some ideas I've got as well about doing a Restaurant Roulette battle over the pond or something like that. I've had a few ideas about taking some Americans against some English, but I don't want to create a civil war. So
we've done that. It didn't work out too well for us, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to tap up our little black book of Americans, feel free. We've got some big guys that have been on that are quite happily come and do that. They'd love it.
Cool.
Yeah. So very good bunch.
Yeah. So that was it really. Restaurant Roulette. It was just incredible. And as I say, the show was amazing. And then we had it all. So basically, what I did is I built off of the success of the show. So the show was so good, and then I thought, right, rather than just say the winner, let's do Restaurant Roulette live at the Gardens at the BBQ World. So we had everybody. We had them all down. The public could come and meet them all. We called that Restaurant Roulette Live. So it was a chance for everyone to come and meet the guys. Did the live announcement there of the top 4, and then told them there what was going on. So all the time, I just had people with Instagram. I've learned, this year I've learned how to use it, and just that engagement's everything. So if you have people guessing, they're going to constantly keep tuning in if they don't know what's coming next. And the announcement of the top 4. Find out who the top 4 are, so they're like, oh, I want to watch. I want to see who the top 4 are. then go, right, I'm not going to tell you what the top 4 are doing, but tune in, blah, blah, blah. So then you get them again. And that's when I said, you're going to go head to head against the guys. Then I tuned them in again another week where we spun the wheel and all the people they were going against were on the wheel. So they spun to see who they were going against. So I just used the wheel for everything in the show because that's what it was about. It was all about the wheel. That's what started it all off. So we just constantly kept using that wheel.
Totally inspired idea, mate, to be honest. It's top.
Thank you.
Top job.
You've certainly mastered the spinning of the web in Instagram. It certainly sucks me in. Every time you go live, it's like, oh, let's have a look. So what you've done, mate, it works. It really does work. And
and then obviously I don't know if you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And then I don't know if you saw the video, but do you see the night restaurant roulette finish? And there was a video of me. I put it up of me sitting here on the floor, just spinning it on my own with nothing to do. So I was sitting here on. So you have to just go back through my if you go back through my posts, my grid, you'll see a picture of me with a hoodie on, a white hoodie, sitting on the floor, just spinning the wheel with like some reggae music just playing in the background, just sitting there, just like this. Bored, restaurant roulette's over. What do I do now? So from that, I was like, right, I can't just pack the wheel away. What am I going to do? So I don't know if you see, I started that show, Spin to Win.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, that was pretty cool.
So that was just another thing, and everyone was like, Jesus Christ, and it became that thing. We've all got a bit of a joke now, me and the guys, and we're literally talking about it today with James Live to Barbecue, who I'm now quite close with over in Copenhagen. I speak to him a lot and lots of the other guys, and basically the running joke is when all these guys on Instagram who I'm friendly with and follow me and all that, when their phone rings and it says Jay, they literally go, pen, paper, idea coming. What's Jay got? Here we go. It's become a running joke. They go, oh, here we go. How long is it going to take? How long am I not going to see my wife for? What have I got to do? So yeah,
nice.
Matt, the season blog who won Restaurant Roulette with the donuts. He calls me the Ideas Factory, which is nice.
No, that seems to be cool. That's for sure. I know that.
You certainly come up with a few awesome ideas, mate. So.
Yeah, absolute corkers. To be fair, you know, I've got social media envy to a point. Like, I come up with some ideas, but you just take it to another. Mind you, I suppose you've got all the toys to play with, but you've got some corkers, mate. To be fair,
thank you.
Really good stuff.
Yeah, I feel it's that thing, and I've done a lot of interviews like this. I've spoken to a lot of people. A lot of people have asked me to go live, which is it's amazing. I'm very humble. I stay true to who I am, and I still use the same people that I used all the way through this. Wins Barbecue is not well known. He was on Restaurant Roulette. He's one of my best mates. He's been there with me all the way through it. So don't just, all these new people that come along. Oh, sorry, mate, I don't need you now. No, it's not the way to do it, because you will end up getting found out. And on a lot of the shows of Instagram, I've just sort of said, stay true to who I am. Keep doing it the way I've done it all the way through the year. And all about the engagement. I said, without sounding arrogant, when I used to say this I said, I'm hot right now and people want to watch me. So while you're hot, keep going. So I got a lot of people say, God, you take a day off. You go, you don't take a day off when you're doing well, because it could go so quickly, and someone could go. Someone could go past you. Someone else could come up with ideas and go past you. But I've been very surprised that no other barbecue shops or anyone haven't done anything, because I know if I was sitting there running another barbecue shop in the UK and I was sitting there watching me down in Essex, I'd be thinking, we need to do something because this kid's cleaning up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Well, as I said at the beginning of the interview, you're not just a shop; you're a destination now, and that's the big difference. Just with your social media presence and the way you're sort of running things at the minute. Yeah, you're cleaning up. There's no two ways about it. It's simple. You've gone out there, you put yourself out there. You're doing well. You've created a real big buzz about yourself. To be totally honest, it's massive. And then you go over there, and then you see the virtual tours of the store and all of the barbecue stuff, and it all looks immaculate as well. So it's going to draw people in. There's no two ways about it.
That's one of my biggest things as well. Is what I've always done is always I like theatre. I think everyone knows that. I like the drama, the theatre, and all that. I like the showrooms to look good, never be the same. every year always try and do something new. So bring in the patio a couple of years ago, then do this, then I added this, then I added that. I'm always trying to bring something new. So when you come down year on year, you go, oh, that they've done that, oh, that they've done that, oh, they've done that. Always try and add something new. Never just sit there and just, okay, I'm here now. You know, anyone who does well, you know, never just sit there. There's always the next step, but I just don't know what the next step is. But we're extending the patio for next year. We've had the new van this year, which all been logoed up. I never thought I'd have my own van. That's pretty nuts.
Cool,
yeah, the uniform, and then obviously that was mad when I put the pictures of the t-shirts up. Oh, we got new uniform. I think we've sent out about 70 t-shirts to people who have bought them. It's just nuts.
No way.
Nuts. I got a guy in the other day. There's a picture. He come in and he went, he drove an hour and a half. James Brace, his name was. He drove an hour and a half to come and see us. And when he went, oh, lovely to meet you. I've been so excited. Oh, thanks. That's really kind. Like that. And he went, look, and he had my t-shirt off. Like, oh my gosh, it's mad.
Spot on. Wow.
Okay, so we got a question coming from the chat. Pickles Barbecue from over in the USA. Who are your mentors and leaders that you follow? I presume that's in the barbecue world.
Okay. Well, I when I first started barbecues, back that story when we go back 10, 11 years, I met a lady called Jo McDonald. She at that time was the MD for Weber, and she became like really took me under her wing and taught me everything, and I did stuff with her, and she became like a mother figure to me. So she's like the reason where the passion come from. Just her. She's like my barbecue mum, and she was just phenomenal at the start, and she gave me the passion, and she understood me. I understood her. So she's someone I really, really look up to. Yeah. She then left Weber when Weber then stopped being a family and became a global business. And she went off and come out of barbecues, but she now is back, and she is now the MD of Traeger UK. So she's now back in the game. So I'm now seeing Jo again all the time through Traeger. So it's great. It's gone full circle. But she, I would say, is my mentor. She's the reason, the passion. She's the one I always look up to. She's the one that I can sit here and feeling down, I can phone her and talk to her. In terms of another one, Richard Holdham. He was the Weber chef when I first got to Weber. He's been like an inspiration to me. Last couple of years, it's been Danielle Bennett, the Eva Q. I look up to Danielle a lot. Really look up to Danielle a lot. Eric Gephardt now, become really close with Eric this year. He phones me a lot, talks to me a lot off of camera, make sure I'm all right, make sure I'm happy. There's a lot of guys like that who just message me to make sure everything's okay, make sure I'm all right, no problems. And it's amazing. But yeah, Jo McDonald, the Weber MD from 10 years ago, was the reason. And she's probably my biggest influence. She's probably the one that really made me who I am when it comes to barbecue.
All right. That's not bad pedigree to come from, is it? Really, Weber MD UK. Just a bit of advice my way. Running a multimedia platform. Yes, that's really cool, man. We've got another question from Dutchy Cooking. What about your cast iron range? What sort of stuff do you stock down there with?
Cast iron. To be fair, we have you heard of Cadai?
No,
Cadai,
fireball stuff.
Yeah, so that's it. It's like Indian fireball stuff. We've had that in for a couple of years, but that struggled this year. Obviously, it's a tough one because this year's a fucking mess, but it struggled. And the sales of Weber and Kamado and everything else around it were absolutely flying. That struggled. So I was like, right, okay. Then got the phone call from Yeti USA, which was an incredible phone call to get. Do you want to be the first stockist in the UK of Yeti? So I couldn't turn it down, but to get that in, something had to go. So it was Cadai that went. So right now, there isn't a cast iron range in there. I've talked about Petromax, but I don't think we're quite there yet with it. If I do something, I give it my all. So yeah, a cast iron range. There isn't really one in there at the moment, to be honest.
Okay.
Steve would be proud of me. I used my my Dutch oven the other day and made a fucking whopping great big chili. It was amazing. Still got some
Weber,
in the fridge. And then
Weber Dutch oven.
No, just a normal. It's like a knockoff Petromax
nice.
Dutch oven.
Weber are coming out.
Are they one that sits in the GBS slot? I should imagine.
Yeah. So a bit more. We got Weber. You've obviously seen the Weber Dutch oven that sits in the GBS hole. That next year they've been very, very clever. It's coming out in February. They've actually, you can pre-order it. It's a Dutch oven, but what they've done is the lid is a griddle. So the lid has got lips. So it's now a Dutch oven with a griddle lid. Very clever.
Right.
So that's coming next year.
That sounds pretty cool, actually. I might have to get into one of them. So we got another question from the Rusty Barbecue Company team. What does Jay think will be the hottest product or product type next year? What can you see sort of going well over the next coming barbecue season, if you like, for those who don't cook all year?
Okay, I think for me, I'm very, very excited. I think it could be big with the Kamado Joe pellet grill. I think that potentially could be big. I've seen it. It's amazing. Eric loves it. Ben loves it. I trust them guys. That looks like a serious piece of kit. I think there's going to be a lot of buzz around that because Kamado Joe's, like we've already talked about earlier, is on point right now, and their pellet grill it looks amazing. So I think that could be very popular next year. Traeger aren't really doing anything. Weber have got a few new things going on. They've tweaked a few things, but not a real new product. I think Smoke Fire should be better because it's had a lot of teething problems, as everyone knows. Yeah. So I think the Web for me, the Kamado Joe
say that they've tweaked the lid on the Master Touch Premium.
What, the hinge lid?
I got stuck with one of those. Did the modification where you flip the springs round and it just doesn't seal. It was a real letdown.
We get a lot of people. We talked about earlier when people come in and they go, I want that, like we said, and we talk them down. I'll be honest with you now. A lot of people come in at Master Touch Premium and they say, what would you go for? I go, standard Master Touch. They go, oh, really? I go, yeah, it's just a diffuser plate, which you don't really need unless you really want it. You don't need it. We've never needed it before. But anyway,
the diffuser,
the lid.
It's in my drum.
And exactly. And the lid is so temperamental. It doesn't quite sit. I say you cannot beat that Master Touch. Just the standard Master Touch is just awesome. I just can't beat it.
Yeah, I thought I've got the option. I'll go for the top flight, Master Touch.
But to be fair, saying that, I got asked this the other day, and I had to actually look. The Master Touch Premium has been our number one selling barbecue this year. I thought that'd probably be a question from you guys later, but that is the number one. That is the number one selling barbecue in the showroom this year. We sold 152 of them.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's a pretty decent number, really, when you think.
One grill, and considering we have 75 Weber models of just Weber, a whole 152 of one of them, and then we're just about. We think we're going to get there. We're on 1,935, so we're trying to get to sell 2,000 barbecues for the year's out, which is absurd.
Mental.
Well, Christmas is a week away, so I should imagine, with any luck, it's going to be a busy weekend for you, Jay. So get possibly, the word out. I'm pretty sure you must be banging away already, banging the drum, as it were.
But do you know what? If I stood out, if I could bang a drum, I would. If I was allowed, COVID won't let me outside to bang a drum. It's probably against restrictions, so I can't. Not allowed out there.
So, back onto Rusty's what he said. What do you think? Well, so that was the Kamado Joe pellet grill. Do you think there'd be anything sort of like accessory wise coming along that, or? It's obviously Christmas is here, and people always go out and buy the barbecue Christmas accessory, sort of scraper, yada yada yada. You must sort of like get new products coming through for that.
Yeah, there's new products coming through all the time. I've seen some of the new products for next year, and there's nothing really over the top. There's nothing really that good. All I'd say is all of the Weber gas grills now, the Spirits and the Genesis, they're all going to have built-in Connect. So it's actually going to be built into the barbecue. So that's cool. So it's not really an accessory, but to be honest with you, Ryan, like there's not there's not something I've seen yet where I think, oh, do you know what? That's going to be an absolute winner. That is. We're probably the one thing that we sell non-stop every single day is Angus Ceramic rubs. Just absolute non-stop. Last year we sold. I was talking to Scott the other day and Becca. You know, Hungry Oink character. Sold 250 last year rubs. This year we just sold 3,500.
Wow. That's a big jump in figures, isn't it?
That just gives you that's what I'm saying, where people go, what's this year been like for you? I go, I actually can't put it into words. For a minute, for the sales, the numbers, the figures, the money, and the Instagram, and the fact that I got stopped in Co-op the other day by the Quavers because someone wanted to take a photo because they recognised me from Instagram. My little girl. I don't know if you. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen. You might have. You follow my Instagram a lot. You would have seen her. But have you seen my little girl popping up every now and again?
Yeah. Lovely thing.
Yeah, bless her. My little girl Maisie. So we were in the Co-op, and she went, Dad. I went, yeah. She went, that man keeps looking at us. So straight away, as a dad, you go, oh, who's looking? So I've looked, and there's this guy. He's sort of having a little look and that, and I'm thinking, all right, what's he looking at? So then he's looked again. I've got, okay. I went, all right. I went, you all right there, mate? And he went, yeah. Are you Jay? I went, yeah. He went, Altons BBQ World. Because I'm thinking, are you Jay? I'm thinking, right, what have I done? Do I know you? Do I know your daughter? So I'm thinking, oh Christ, what have I done? So he went, Altons BBQ World. I went, oh yeah. He went, oh, I love this. I went, oh, that's really kind. He went, any chance we get a photo? I was like, yeah, sure. So I was sorting ahead. He went, oh, we'll just do it here. So he's like this, and there's Quavers behind us. All that. Maisie's just looking at me, my little girl, like, what? And we got back to the car, and she went, what are you doing? I went, weren't me. So there's a picture of me out there somewhere with Quavers
next to the Quavers.
It's quite cool. Hashtag Quavers. So we got another question in from Pickles Barbecue. He says, what are your thoughts on the move towards charcoal gravity fed grills? What do you think about those?
I haven't looked at them enough to have a real good opinion yet, but I have been obviously directed to a master built. Ben Fort is another one. He obviously looks after them as well. We're not going to be bringing them in next year, but I'm going to watch the market and see what happens. But no, I haven't. To be fair, I've been so busy with what's been going on. It's been only the last couple of weeks where I've started to go, right, what we're doing next year, because I've just had to focus on this year, because every day is just tier 3, tier 2, lockdown, can't do this, do that, can do this. Can have 6 people outside, can have 4 people. Every day is just a battle. It's like next year, I'll worry about next year when we get there. So I haven't really thought too much about next year, only in the last couple of weeks, and to start bringing gravity, it's not going to be coming into us, and I'm going to just sort of do what I did with Traeger 3 years ago, hold back a year. We didn't take it at the start, hold back a year, watch it and go, okay, that's something we could do, or not really right for us. So not too sure yet. I couldn't give you an honest answer because I don't know enough.
That's fair enough. So I've seen a lot of them over in the States. They do
about it if you're not confident at the minute. So.
Yeah, don't know. Yeah,
look all right from what I've seen.
Yeah, they do. They look all right. But as I say, like what you said there, I don't know enough to sit there and start giving my opinions because I've not played with it. I know Ben wants to get me involved with it and stuff, but Ben also sort of, you're smashing what you do, stick to what you're good, and then when you get a gap, maybe you could slot it in. But as you've seen the showroom, we've got so much in there as it is. We've got a good selection, and what I don't want to do is, it's great having the Instagram world, but there's a lot of general public who come in and you see them and you go, you're right there, and they just go, because I wanted a barbecue, and I've walked in here and I now don't know where to start. So is that thing of confusing and scaring them, because the general public who don't follow all this and aren't part of all this don't get it. But what has been great this year and how my following's gone up is everyone I have met who were general public, I have chatted to and said, do yourself, they bought a barbecue, we chatted and stuff. I said, do yourself a favor, jump on our Instagram. On there, you can ask me any questions you want. I'm always there. I've got links to this guy, that guy. I can, if you watch my shows and stuff, you'll get to see people. And Now they're back in. I met them in like April, May, whenever
Mhm.
lockdown comes. They're now some of the best guys I know because they've just, with COVID, been at home, watched the Instagram, got to know Bro and Slow and Barbecue 4 and Only Sagging, Shropshire Lad, Fat Foodie, Fat Boy, all the guys I've had down, and
Yeah.
they've just got good at it. And I said, honestly, the best thing you could do is jump on Instagram because the guy, it's such a lovely world of barbecue people, and it's a real, as I started that hashtag barbecue community. I started that because that's what
community, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how I started that hashtag, because of something that went on. But it was because when that incident went on, the way people rallied around me, and the fact that I sat here on my sofa and my phone just went beep, 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 beep. Are you okay? Everything all right? Blah, blah, blah. And the support around me was amazing. I just said, it's like a community. And I say to everybody, if you get on Instagram, you can message anyone about anything, and you won't find, there's not too many, there's a couple, but there's not too many who are too big or too busy to give you advice. We all were a beginner once, and they all respect that. You know, no one looks at, I see people tag me in pictures all the time, and I look and I sort of think, oh, bless, you know, but we've all been there. We've all been there where I've done things that I've cooked and I've gone, no, that can't go anywhere, that's going in the bin. So
no, definitely. Yeah, we've all done that. I've fucked a fair amount of cooks in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got to be honest. I don't like. I use Instagram probably not as much as I should. I generally just use it for popping bits up. I'm predominantly a YouTuber and podcaster, but my thinking is like the thing I like about Instagram is literally you just put your pictures up, let it run. That's it. You haven't got to do any more work. You do this sort of game. You're sort of, you have your guest in on Friday, then on Saturday, I'll be trimming down and starting to edit the podcast up once the YouTube thing's sorted out. Then
there's a lot more Monday in there, I guess.
We're sort of thinking about what's going on with the next guest for the following week. So then you're hitting up the guest, doing all the questions, blah, blah, blah. And then, so you'd be surprised how much work's involved doing this, to be honest. And
I totally get it, because people watch me, they see me doing the celebrity stuff, they see me doing restaurant roulette, but as you guys know, because you're on the other side of this, there's so much goes into them things that oh my god, everyone sees the fun, but the right people around me, sorry, the TV's just unpaused, the people that are around me know what goes into it, and it's so much, you know, those celebrity nights, there's a lot of work that goes into getting them there. A lot of work goes into, well, actually saying that, there's not a lot of work to get. I've been very lucky. They've all messaged me. They've all asked to come, which has been amazing, because once I got the first one over the line with diversity, and that was me reaching out, they came back. I was like, oh my God, I've actually, and once you get the first one over, then their friends saw that, then Kiss saw that, then it was announced on Kiss radio one morning, and I was on the radio show, and then I got a message from this person, then Towie, and then all Towie's friends, and then Jay from In-Betweeners knows one of my good customers, and my good customers like, I didn't realize you did celebrity stuff. Yeah, I'll get James down from In-Betweeners. Like, oh, okay, bring him down. Then Callum Best or something that James did because he watches In-Betweeners. It's snow, you know how it is. But those nights,
I think it takes one good move, and then it snowballs and just goes from there. It really does. I mean,
and obviously those nights, they finish at 9:30, 10 o'clock. I've got to pack it all up, wash it all down, tidy it all up, make sure they get away, lock up the garden centre, make sure everything's done, cash up the till, tidy up, get everything, because then the next day I've got to be in there, bang, 8:30, up, ready to go again. And as you saw, there was a lot where it was event after event after event after thing after live. You know, there was points where I would sit there and I'll be sick of seeing my own face on the screen. So like, I've been on Instagram lives every night this week with this person. That so many people wanted to talk to me, and I never want to say no to anybody. And I always want to, when I see someone new that I like and I see the passion, I always want to let them sort of jump on my wave. I say, come on, like with Becca, Hungry Oink, when she first burst on the scene, I'd done my first live with her. Sorry, she did her very first live with me, and she went, I'm nervous. I went, trust me, come on with me. Obviously, I've got a good little following. People watch what I do, so they'll take interest in it. She went, I'm nervous. I went, you'll be fine. I promise you'll be absolutely fine. And it will do you the world of good. She's done it, and she's done brilliant. And now she's just gone off, and she's smashing it. She's awesome. but there's so much work that goes into it. Absolute, stacks of work.
A lot of people don't sort of get the whole back bit, but you know, I guess it's what you make of it. If you find the fun in it, then you know it's worth it in the end. I mean, we get week out, we get to sit and talk to like-minded people, you know, in the stuff that we love to do. So you know, what's better than that? Right? We have to do a little bit of work, but you know, everybody gets to see, you know, the other people we talk to, and the community get to see other people's views and opinions.
Yeah.
And
the other sorry, carry on.
No, carry on. I was just about to get a drink. I was coughing. Sorry.
Because what was I going to say? Like you say with the celebrity stuff, that was like restaurant roulette. Come up with an idea, no idea how it's going to go. Started it first week, did it with who was on first? It was Omar. Spun the wheel. It landed on pick your own. He picked TGI's. We did it with him. He did a starter, main course, dessert. We had Richard Holden on and DJ Barbecue, Christian, I know you guys have spoke to. Yeah. We had them two on. So DJ Barbecue, what a great first guest. So that made people sort of go, cool, okay, this show looks quite good. DJ Barbecue. And then on the Friday night, I think I had Cooking Queen on, Jen. So she's all the way, obviously, from America. She's obviously big over there with Yoda Smokers. So then by week 2, it grew. And then, as you say, by the end of it, it just gained so much momentum. And I did have people phoning me when it was after, and they went, I actually miss it. I was like, really? And they went, I miss it. I really, really miss the show. It became every Monday, every Friday. It was the thing to do. It was mad. Absolutely
it was almost like a sitcom kind of kind of thing. You had to get your fill on one of those days. Yeah. I know exactly where they're coming from. It was awesome.
It was awesome. And the great thing was as well, the guys that I got on were so good. They're guys I trust. They're my friends. And I come up with the idea. I put the show together, but they're the ones cooking food, and they're insane. They're next level. Them guys. The final week of battles with the donuts, which I kept a mystery. No one knew, not even Eric, and I threw it to them because I thought, you know what? Everyone's going to want to see them challenged. Donuts is fun. It can be done. It will be great content. It's hard. Yeah. And when I said, right, the mystery restaurant, Krispy Kremes, with Eric, he went, oh God, okay, so that was the end of the show, wasn't it, that night? Matt phoned me straight after. Jim phoned me straight after and went, you little shit. I went, what? They went, what have you done? I thought I stitched them up. I was like, sorry guys, but come on, you're amazing. Yeah. Fast forward to Friday, we then went live. We did the live with them. They show what they done. I was sat there going, are you actually kidding me? Oh my God. I then phoned them after. No, sorry, they both phoned me again, just like they did on the Monday. I went, how's that? Unlucky. Up yours. Stuff.
Absolutely.
So it went full circle. You thought you'd stitched us up, and actually, I said honestly, to finish the show the way they did was just absolute joke. That was just that donut thing was just insane. I've never seen anything like it.
The Simpsons donut, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just insane.
Spot on. Awesome bit of work.
Right, so we have another question from Charlie. It's about he's obviously from the USA. He's asking barbecue. What question? I'll put my teeth back in, shall I? Sorry.
Come on, Matt. Spit it out, Ryan. You're right.
Come on, Matt. You can read that.
Do you teach barbecue classes at the shop, and have you thought about doing YouTube videos of some of those?
So we do barbecue masterclasses. We did. So barbecue masterclasses, we used to have guys down from Weber, guys down from Traeger, Kamado Joe. And what we do is last year I did it again, my little idea factory head. I just said, right, let's do 4 masterclasses over the course of the year, 1 in April, 1 in May, 1 in June, 1 in July. We'll do them on Weber, Traeger, Kamado Joe. So we invite, so you pay £30. People come down. We had 20 guests. They were split into 2 groups of 10. Each group of 10 did some of the prep and all under the instruction of Richard Holden. Then I did it all with Rich. And they cooked on a kettle, a gas, a pellet, and a KJ. So they got to do it all. One of them was Taste of Asia. One was Taste of Italy. One was Taste of America. And one was Taste of Home, so Britain. So when people were coming in last year and going, I want to do a masterclass. Yep. What sort of food do you like? Oh, I love cooking like steak. Right. You want to go American? Oh, do you know what? I like pasta and pizza. Right? Taste of Italy. So again, I took a masterclass idea and tailored them. So I themed them. So then on those nights we had music like Italian music. We just had fun. We had like Italian topiary plants and stuff. So that's normally what we do with teaching masterclasses. This year we've not been allowed to do it. So that's why we effectively, what you saw with the celebrities was us doing it, but not fully instructional, more us cooking and them getting hands on with us.
Yeah.
Talking forward to next year, don't know if I'll ever go back to the masterclasses because I just don't know how we'll ever do it again, because you can't be too close. You can't do next year. This whole COVID thing is not going to go away quick. Maybe gone by the summer, doubt it. But to think that people will be able to go in 20 next to each other with no gloves, no mask, it's not going to happen. So I'm not going to be able to do it. So I think what we're going to do is try and do what we've done with the celebrities with people. So say, you know, I don't know, £20, come down, come out onto the patio area, and basically we'll have loads of food and that, and you can come and get hands on cooking and have a bit of a class with us. But I will tidy it up a bit more than that. You know me, I will do it properly.
Ever thought of doing like an interactive kind of long thing? I mean, maybe have 3 or 4 big names in the barbecue community come down, sort of do it in the shop. People can tune in and sort of cook along almost. Or,
it's something. It's something that's been pitched to me, and I've got a few ideas. What I've actually, another exclusive for you, I'll tell you what, it's all right, isn't it?
It's rolling tonight, mate.
I'm gonna do a day where I'm actually gonna have the entire KJ Fire Squad on the patio. So I'm gonna get every single member of them. So the fire squad go all around the country doing stuff, but what I'm going to do is have the entire squad on the patio, so you can come down and see all of them in one hit. So that's something I'm working on with them. That's what I want to do. I want to do things that other barbecue shops just don't even think. They go, oh, you have a masterclass. Just be well ahead of them.
So that's what you got to do. You got to be a trailblazer, keep ahead of the game, mate. That's how you're going to have your continued success, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, you could do even like almost like a Saturday morning kitchen type thing, you know, like they just have like a little chat and then keep flicking back and forth to different people cook different things. That'd be quite cool. I'd love to watch something like that.
There's loads, because obviously I'm very close with Jamie Bro and Slow, who I'm very lucky that we just click. We get on so well. He loves the ideas I can't with. He's one of the best cooks I've met. He's amazing, and to have him 15 minutes down the road is just a blessing. And we've got quite a few ideas for next year, but we just don't know what we can and can't do. So it's really hard to sort of plan. We just sort of got the ideas and they're sort of stored, and then it's that thing of when the green light's there, I just got to strike as fast as I can. So we'll see.
For sure,
100%. I had a question. But I've forgotten. Oh no, that was it. What rubs do you stock? Is it just Angus and Oink?
No, we do Angus and Oink. We do a sauce called Saucy Bitch, which is from Walthamstow in London. We do Peak Blends. Have you heard of Peak Blends?
Yep. Nice.
We do Peak Blends, and next year we're another exclusive. Oh God, I'm gonna have to charge you for all these. We're gonna be bringing in Tubby Toms next year.
Oh, nice. That'd be cool.
So, but to be fair, we've got the Saucy Bitch, we've got the Peak Blends, but to be fair, when you got the Angus and Oink, it's just bang. It's just massive. It's such a big range, and the thing is, as well, with all the events, we constantly cook with them. So people see us cooking with them, and they just come in and go, "Hello, Jay. All right, I go, mate. Yeah, what was that one you were cooking with the other day? Yeah, I'll have that, and I'll have that, and I'll have that." It's just, and that's what I try and do with the boys, Tom, Craig, and Jamie, my lads. We're always playing around and cooking. So when people come in, we can sort of do that thing and say, we've tried everything and used everything, so we can give you the best advice. You know, that patio is like a playground. You know, we get to play with we're very lucky, very fortunate.
So, if, for example, we had like a really good friend of the show, have you got space on your shelf for, say, someone else's rub, or are you quite sort of limited with space for rubs that you can get in, get on?
I will always listen to anyone who wants to come and talk to me. No problem at all.
Russ is in the chat, so Russ, I may have just introduced you to Jay. So Russ is from the Rusty Barbecue Co. And where's my box? There you are. So
also as well,
shameless plug.
there's an American, a guy from Texas, called Uncle Steve. I tell you what, both of these guys are really good for our show. So we got Uncle Steve Shake from Texas. I'm pretty sure you'd be able to sort that out. And Russ again from the Rusty Barbecue Company. If you want to talk to them, we can hook you up and get you some messages together. I can tell you what, both of their products are amazing. Like, we can get you some samples sent out that we've had sent over from the States, and likewise from Russ. If you want them, we'll send them and you can try them.
Yeah, I will always. I'm not that sort of person. No, I've got no space, because if you're going to be like that, you could miss the next best thing. You don't,
Both of them, I cannot rant and rave enough about.
This is what.
Go
on, carry on.
I was very much Angus and Oink guy when I first started.
Yep.
Then Russ sent me some of his stuff.
Yeah.
And it just blew me away. It's
all right. Yeah. I've had
incredible.
Well, you can imagine. I've had Christian on the phone. He wants me to obviously do all the DJ barbecue rubs, but this is the sort of things I get. So like, I got old Tubby Tom.
Oh, nice. I see. I love his artwork on his stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. And this apparently is the one. Bone Sucker.
Bone Sucker. Yeah. I've heard about that one.
Bacon dust. So got those. Got a lanyard. Yeah. So this is what I mean. I get, honestly. Do you know what I mean? I could actually open my own shop. I could open my own shop from home. Do you know what I mean? Literally, when I get home, people say, "When you go home, what do you do?" I go, "Work," because my house is like a shop. I got stuff everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Amazing. Yeah.
I've got I'll show you
Uncle Steve's just said he needs a shipping address and he'll send you some stuff.
Okay, no problem at all.
Do you want to drop me a shipping address, Jay? I'll send him it across and he'll send you some samples of stuff. I mean, Uncle Steve's stuff, I use that like it's going out of fashion on everything I cook.
Cool.
I made an omelette the other day and I was sprinkling like barbecue rubs on an omelette. I fucking took it to the next level. It was incredible.
Have you seen me using that moose maple butter? I'm always talking about it.
I want to try some of that actually. That looks pretty decent stuff, to be honest. It looks really good.
I would say I'd send it out to you, but I can't, because by the time you get it, it's wrecked.
Yeah, cool.
If I can move around,
it's not that far from you, Ryan. An hour and a bit from you. If that.
Yeah, I'm only in the Chiltern, so I'm probably a good hour's drive away around the M25. So it's not
cool. Come on down.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, next time I'm in Basildon, I'm there. You what? I'll be hammering on the door at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So talking about restaurant roulette, basically, I've sorted out a few things for the guys, little presents for them getting involved with the show. One's come through today. I'm going to show you. So on the show, everyone did a different restaurant, obviously, and I don't remember if you remember, but one of my good friends, Gaz, GB Grill Master, he did KFC.
Yeah.
So this is what I got, Gaz. Little Colonel Sanders pop head.
Love it.
That is.
Got a little Colonel got a little bucket of chicken there. So that's his Christmas. That's his Christmas present.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's quite cool. And then we haven't talked about him yet, but I don't know if you've been watching on my stories. Have you seen Taco? This guy.
Yeah, I saw him working out the other day.
This guy.
I saw that come up the other day. This
guy's a fucking pain in the ass, I'm telling you. This guy,
How many people have you got comment now?
How many people what about this?
Yeah. Well, no,
Every-
the whole little giving back thing that you did the other day.
Oh, what? And what say again?
He's not tied into that, is he? He's different.
What's that? What, the Secret Santa?
So you did a video which was really clever. It was you and then another you. Yeah.
Okay.
The whole giving back to the community, send in your little thing.
Right, yeah. So that's
whatever you want.
That's it. That's a secret. That's another stupid idea I come up with. Where
It was an awesome idea. It was not stupid. It was fucking awesome.
Thank you. So that's Secret Santa. That ends on Sunday. So basically, people come in or send me messages and tell me what they want from me, if they could have anything in my shop for Christmas. And on Christmas Eve, I will pick someone out of that box, and no matter where they are in the UK, I will go there on Christmas Eve with whatever it is. That has got, I think, about 260 people in the box now. Yeah, it's a post box. So yeah, that's our secret. That's our
pretty good odds.
Yeah,
it's pretty good odds.
So that's happening on Sunday. Well, yeah, Sunday it ends, and then I'll pick it on Christmas Eve, and I could be going. I might not be seeing my family Christmas Eve, because I could be up here. I could be driving fucking, for God knows, round trip. Yeah, exactly.
You might have stung yourself and gonna have to go all the way up to the Isle of Skye or something.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? If someone wins and they're in Scotland, and I just turn around to be, oh, sorry, I'm not going to be here tonight. Why? I'm going to Scotland to give someone a Christmas present I've never even met in my life. But the thing is, anybody that knows me knows I will do it. I will do it. Whatever I say.
I reckon to keep yourself entertained, if you end up going to Scotland, you're gonna have to do like live videos all the way up there.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to do live videos, and I don't know if I'm gonna tell any of you who it is. So again, for engagement, you don't know where I'm going. I could be knocking on anyone's door.
That's the way to go. That would be totally cool.
And this little guy's gonna come on. Taco's coming on the journey with me as well. He'll be with me.
So go on, tell everybody about Taco.
So Taco is Taco. Yeah, he is. So Taco turned up on our desk on the 1st of December, like they do apparently, these elves. So Taco turned up on the 1st in a little isolation thing. He turned up, and every day is just up to all sorts. He has zip lined across the department. He has turned a Yeti cooler into a hot tub. He has toasted s'mores on our barbecue. He was the other day working out. You saw that one.
Yeah.
He's done honestly all sorts. What else has he done? He abseiled into a Kamado Joe. He's done all sorts. If you go, anyone that wants to watch Taco, he's very popular. All you got to do is go to our page, and on the highlight reel, it says Taco the Elf, and every single day is on there. So I post it, so it'll be there forever. And to be fair, it's one of the most fun things I've done. It is fun, and I do get a lot. I get people. I get to, like, the other day, I was really, really busy, and I didn't post till the evening. And honestly, I got home and I got like 15 messages. Where's Taco? What's Taco doing? I'm like, seriously, people. Seriously, this is just an elf, a bit of a joke. Like, I've got a job to do. Do you know what I mean? If I don't post the elf, I'm sorry, but I've got a living. I've got to do it. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It is a bit of fun.
You're at the sharp end. Got a couple of 100 barbecues to shift before the end of the year, but Taco's, he's doing all right. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Can you imagine? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Look, he's got his own Taco there.
As a father that has to do it, I can quite imagine people are watching you to get ideas to do at home.
100%.
Because
people.
What are we now? 18 days in? I'm stumped. I don't know what to do with him anymore. It's just.
Well, I tell you, what I've done is what I've had to do as well, because I obviously video them and then put them up on my story with the day, what he's up to, and then I always put you've seen him, right? You've seen him, Matt. I always put like music to him as well, because it makes them. Always put music to it. And before I do all that, I have obviously the video on my camera roll.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many people have said, "Hi Jay, really sorry. Could you just send me the original? Because I want to show it to my. I want to do it to." So I've been
You sent
doing.
her?
I've done people's elves for them this year. I've been sending the videos so they can do lazy
Oh,
bastards.
what? Oh,
Yeah,
no
exactly.
way.
That's just totally lazy, man. I wouldn't do that on principle. I'm like,
Have some
you
money
fucking sort it out, you know?
can sell it.
Have you? Did you see it? Have you seen him tonight? Did you see what he was doing today?
All right,
I
we've
haven't
been
checked
busy
out today.
prepping the
I
show
will
today,
do
mate.
it.
To be honest,
So today he's been.
Friday.
You have to watch when you finish. You have to watch it. He's been playing darts today.
Oh, all right, cool. Well, I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
make sure you watch all. Yeah, just go to the highlight reel. Matt's on it now. I can see his face.
Hold
So,
up.
Popping up
I'm
in a second.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, so go to Insta. Yeah, so anyone that hasn't seen Taco, go to our Instagram
Well, they're just
page.
about to.
Go to our highlights. Oh, look at that. There you go.
Wicked.
And it zooms in. He's actually throwing the darts. Here he goes.
Look at that.
Oh, no. What's the
Good
music? I
old
can't see what the music is. Mind you, obviously, we can't play it. I would have done that at Bullseye.
Go, Matt. Go.
Snap. Back.
I can talk.
We go from the beginning.
Go from the beginning.
Let's
I'll
go
talk
from the
everyone through it.
beginning.
Right, go on. Right, so there you go. That's when
Okay.
we found him in his isolation box.
His ice box.
His
Love it.
isolation box. That was that. Can you? Yeah, you go forward. That was when he was making snow angels out of our Angus and Roy grubs. That was when we caught him. That was when we. Oh. That was when we caught him riding the Traeger pig.
Ride the pig. Ride the pig.
That was when we caught him burning the Secret Santa letters. Right, this one's my favourite. Look at
Oh, wow.
that.
How many takes did you do with that?
3.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
There's him toasting his. There's him getting pissed on the Yeti.
Those Yetis look
Amazing.
incredible.
Yeah, they are good.
They look fantastic.
Mrs. G, if you're watching, Yeti for me for Christmas, Santa. I've been a good boy this year.
That's
Being a good boy.
That's him toasting the s'mores on the Weber kettle the other day.
I'll tell you what, that could have ended in a little bit of a disaster, couldn't it? If he got too hot.
And this was one of my favourite. He was
Taco.
This was where if you look there, basically when is it playing? Can't see if it's playing.
There you go.
There you go. So basically, there, what we did is we got an old pom pump, put it in the bottom of the water, and then vaped in it to make it look like a hot tub.
Incredible.
He is. Do you know what? I've had so much fun. This has been the highlight of my year. I'm telling you. All the things I've done. Everyone's going to say at the end of the year, "What's your highlight?" The elf.
This
was my highlight. It just allowed my brain to just have fun. There's him cooking his sausage.
What did you do? Oh, we shifted X amount of 1,000 units, but my elf can abseil.
Down the chimney as well. Incredible.
This one, I got some insect killers and made the barbecue look like a sunbed.
Oh yeah.
You've got a lot of imagination, dude. Fair play to you.
There's him rocking Robin.
Oh man, I wish I had half as much as your imagination when it comes to this.
There he is, getting pissed.
Is he coming in or going out?
No, that's him just getting. That's him getting smashed. The next one's good because obviously you can't even hear no one can hear the music. There he is driving the work van.
No. Problem is, if I play the music, we get YouTube.
It just hopefully everyone will see this and it'll make them go and watch him.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
He is an absolute legend. Oh yeah, this was good. So the picture behind our wall, the caricatures everyone loves, he defaced them.
Yeah. Amazing.
There he is, little shit. Look at him. This was the one. This was my favourite.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I like that one.
Yeah,
How did you get him to move? Were you lifting it up with like
fishing wire?
Fishing wire.
Can't
It had
see
to be fishing wire, isn't it?
Looks really cool.
That's wicked. I like that. That's really good.
There you go. This was good. This was him doing this here. It's Altons BBQ World security. If you look here, I made him a high-vis jacket. There it is.
Oh, man. Successful. You're a successful Instagrammer, barbecue retailer, and
elf extraordinaire. I'll be writing the book. I'll be writing the elf book next year for him.
Well, yeah, you'd be doing his memoirs. That's a story behind the elf. What happened next?
Honestly, I've run out of ideas, so I make up the ideas as I go along. I literally just look and I go, oh, idea, and the boys go, oh shit, what's he gonna do?
What's he doing next?
The only one I've got nailed down is going to be on the final day, Christmas Eve, and what I'm going to do is film him low down, so from his level from behind, I'm going to get some wire on his hat so I can actually walk him. He's going to have a suitcase and a scarf, and he's going to be walking out the door, and it's going to be the Spice Girls "Goodbye" song playing like he's off.
No,
That's gonna be
away now.
Well, yeah, but it's gonna be good. It'll still be good to see.
Another barbecue talk show exclusive there. So just
giving the game away all the time. No, definitely.
So I was going to ask you about this year. Going from the fun thing, I was going to ask you about social media burnout, but obviously it don't look like you get it. To be honest, you love it. Because I know I do. Sometimes I think, but you're a machine. You don't stop.
Well, that's hard. Do you know what? Social media is very hard, and you have to be. I got told a few things at the start. When I was doing it and all that, and I was smashing it, and then I got told, you will get the odd one or two that will, people will be jealous and stuff. And I've had a couple. I've had a couple out of. I had 1,100 followers in March, and I've got over 5,000. So it's grown at a rapid rate. And I've had a couple, but nothing that I haven't been able to deal with. But it's tough. It's tough. And it does, honestly, I work at that shop all day. And during lockdown, not so much now because I've got it at a nice level now, but during lockdown and when it was really going nuts, I'd be at work all day. I would leave that garden centre it closed at 5. I wouldn't leave there before 8 or 9 at night. And I'll be here on the sofa until midnight doing Instagram. Absolutely. It was non-stop. But it's, you get out what you put in. And I certainly have been a product of that. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
But I do. There are times, I must admit, where you just wish for a day you could just, but I wish for a couple, for a week, just shut it down for a week and just not have to do it. But the person, what I am now and what people look to, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I love Tom, Craig and Jamie, the boys that work with me, and I couldn't do it without them, but they are not me and they can't do it. Bless them. They're not like me. So, I'm the face of it, unfortunately. So, I have to just be there. There's some days where I go live. There's where I'm not feeling it, but I don't let it show. I always try and be happy and don't let any of my problems get in the way. But yeah, it's hard. So yeah, burnout, no. But yeah, days where I wish I could turn it off. Yeah, I do. There are days where I wish I could just shut it down for a day and just have a bit of peace and quiet. And also, I say to some people, there's a fine line when I do take a day off and stuff, and I go and play a bit of golf or go out with my mates or something, or like last night I went lakeside shopping and stuff. There are times where I think, is this something that someone wants to see on Instagram? Me doing a little bit of shopping. I was buying, when I was buying that, I was very close last night to going on and going, all right guys, Jay here from Altons BBQ World. I'm out shopping. Got to do Secret Santa for Matt. Got to do Secret Santa for the boys in the restaurant there. What would you get if you were in my shoes? Because again, people would be like, they'd love that. They'd be like, oh, he's asking questions. I'm going to mess. But exactly, because again, it gets people going, oh, Jay's out shopping. Oh, I've got an idea. And start sending me messages and stuff, and it gets me engagement. Instagram, pick it up, I get more followers. But again, I was out shopping with them, and I was just like, no, I'm not. I just, but yeah, I could. Ideas pop in my head every single day, every single minute of every day. I get ideas and stuff, but I have to sort of try and control it a bit. Otherwise, it does just take over. Absolutely take over.
Totally agree. It's I'm not even doing half the stuff you are, but Yeah, you get them. It's sometimes like we got a little area we like a creative space we use on Google, and put a load of stuff down and turn it into stuff and bits and bobs and try and develop it into different ideas. That's how you got to do stuff, isn't it? But yeah, it can. I find it can get a bit much personally. To the point where I stopped making videos for a little while, but now after that little break, I'm feeling a little bit more ready to go back at it again. So
yeah,
it sort of comes in cycles, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's that thing as well where you sort of always want to be there so people don't sort of forget. So they go, oh, there's Jay again. There's but also don't overload them. The one thing if you look on all my grid and all my stories and everything, what I try and do is I have one thing going on at a time. I don't sort of have this going on. Like when Restaurant Roulette was back on, I already had the Secret Santa thing all ready to go. But I kept it quiet because I knew I had the Halloween night that I wanted to do first. I knew I had the firework night post that I wanted to do. So I try and have one thing at a time rather than having so many things going on.
Of course, yeah, but you need to have a buffer of content, I think, because otherwise you end up putting yourself under pressure, probably unnecessarily, because we've all got normal job. Okay, your job is tied in with your sort of like social media presence and stuff like that, but generally most of the guys doing this sort of stuff, they run a normal job, hold a normal job down, and it's a hobby and it's supposed to be fun, at the end of the day. You don't need to put yourself under any sort of undue pressure, because why would you, or why should you even?
Exactly. I'm very lucky that this is my job, so I get to. And the thing is, as well, I've made Altons BBQ World. Not just one of my things was it's very easy for me to put a picture. I watch a lot of the other retailers and stuff, and they put a picture of a barbecue up. Oh, we got this on sale. Oh, look what this is. Look how much this is. Come and get yours today. I try not to just be like bang, bang, bang. Buy this. Look at this. Look at this. I try and I'm having fun and just showing my and I think that's what they like, the personality. That's what I've done. Yeah. So
I'd quite happily drive the 3 hours just to, if I wanted to buy something new, I'd drive the 3 hours to come and see you to buy it, just based on what I see from Instagram.
That's the best thing out of this podcast. It's the best thing.
Yeah, I've got family that side of the side of the UK anyway. But just even if I didn't, I'd make that trip just because of your tactics, the way you do things, sells it to me more than say someone forcing it down your throat. Like, oh, the greatest deal in the world. I couldn't give a fuck. I'd pay full price.
The thing is,
get that service from the person that I'm getting it from.
The thing is nice. We've had like with Restaurant Roulette Live. All this year I've had people drive 4 or 5 hours to come and see me. I've had people. I had Becca hungry. She come all the way down from Scotland, didn't she, to spend the weekend with me? That's insane. I sometimes can't go. She just said, I just want to come and spend the week. I just love what you guys do. I'm thinking you've come all the way from Scotland just to spend the weekend with me. It's mad, and it's like. It's me to spend the weekend with, and the barbecue world and what I've done. And people that drove from so far to come and meet me and stuff, and it's amazing. But then when they're there, it's so nice to watch them doing their little videos. They all take photos. They go out on the patio and they go, "Oh, this is the patio," and you watch them on their phone. And it's amazing to stand back and think, "Wow, I've created this." It's amazing, but it also makes it all worthwhile. And makes me want to keep going, and that's why I enjoyed it. That's why I enjoy doing it, because I just watch all your reactions and it makes me even more hungry to come up with more ideas where you go, wow, Restaurant Roulette was a good idea. Look what he's come up with now. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, awesome idea. I mean, I don't think there's anybody else in the community that's done anything close to that. And I mean that worldwide, not just in the UK. I don't think there's anyone really that's come up with an idea as good as that one. It was really, yeah. I mean, going back to restaurant roulette, Brian Slow got massive media uptake from it, didn't he? From his McDonald's thing.
Yep.
Like all the media were on him like flies around shit, but
I know,
not surprising really, considering the level he went to, the detail, like making his own uniform and everything.
That's it. We went to McDonald's, me and him. I don't remember if you remember the week, but we went to McDonald's the week he got it. We went to McDonald's for breakfast that morning. We did a little story in there of us having McDonald's. We were together quite a bit that week. Then when he won, we went to McDonald's and we took a photo with all the guys from McDonald's, went behind the counter and all that. We had some, you know what, I've done things that have just been mad, you know, and then with Five Guys, they then jumped on the live and gave him a vote, Phil, when he was on it. Pizza Express came on. Just
no way.
The doors that have opened have been amazing. And then also like the stuff with Kiss Radio, Tyler. That's been insane. I've been on the radio several times. Gary's son Courtney, GB Grillmaster's son Courtney, is a massive In-Betweeners fan. Yeah. So I the other day spoke to James Buckley, and he's recorded a little happy birthday message with me for him for his birthday. So be able to sit there and be able to do things like that makes me really happy, because it's amazing to be able to have the power to be able to do these things for people. Is wicked.
You know, the one that got me right in the feels was you kit out a young lad who's just getting into it, and you kitted him out with, you know, some pretty awesome stuff. Yeah. And it like really pulled on my heartstrings. Obviously, as a father, you sort of sit there and you go, do you know what, that is a really nice thing to do. And
yeah, that's it. That was little Fats. It was, yeah, little lad. He Yeah, he just liked all the stuff I did. He was desperate to meet me, and when he come down, I just went. None of them had no idea. It wasn't planned. When he come down, I said, "What barbecue do you like?" And he went, "I like the Weber one." So I went, "Do you?" And I knew that already. And I said, "What do you want?" Like charcoal. And he went, "Yeah." I said, "Show me your favorite barbecue." He went, "I love that one." I went, "Do you want one?" And he went, "What?" I went, "Do you want one?" I said, "Go on." I said, "You can have one, a present from me. Come on." I said, "But when you're a little superstar, don't forget me." And the thing is, from the business point of view, it was that if he becomes really good when he's older, I know how I would feel by turning around when I was 14 and go, do you know what, like I said about Joe McDonald, when I first started, when I first started, she was the one that was like my mum and gave me the passion. I'm now 11 years down the line. I'm now well known, but I never forgot where it came from. And that's,
of course.
Yeah, so it's just giving it's just things like that.
Okay, so I just want to get a question out from the chat that's been sitting there a while. What's your cheap pleasure for a quick dinner? What's your quick fix?
Spaghetti carbonara, love it.
Yeah.
Spaghetti carbonara. But if we're going down the barbecue route, my little girl constantly, you've seen her. Oh, tomahawks. It's all she fucking tomahawks. Like,
well, she's got some
do you know what I mean? Jesus Christ! Like she's just, I'm like, Maisie, what do you want for dinner? Expecting, can we go to McDonald's? No, Dad, can we have a tomahawk? Are you fucking winding me up? So literally,
it's got to be at least 28 days. I don't want none of the.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I go, all right, let's get a tomahawk, and then she's like, yeah, can we get one of the Wagyu ones? I go, you can shut up right now. But
Santa's busy this year.
she loves a tomahawk. So yeah, we do the occasional tomahawk where we just shove on the barbecue, and then she sears it off on the charcoal and that. But no, the quick fix for dinner, I quite enjoy when it comes to barbecue, and I quite enjoy just throwing a wok on there and doing a little stir fry. I love pizzas. I've done the new pizza. I made that new pizza oven with Della Vita. I love pizzas.
I was going to say that looks lush as well.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, it was so, yeah. Yeah, but that was what a lovely opportunity that was. You know, I turned around and said about the idea. They said, we've got the colour, we've got it as close as we want. So they sent me a picture. I went, I'm not sure, I need to see it. And they were like, well, you have to come up. I said, yeah, I come up to the showroom. And they obviously, again, they're quite a small company, Della Vita. They went, what, you'd actually come up to Leeds? I went, yeah, I'll come up. I said, I'll come up and spend the day with you. I'll make one. I'll make the first one. They were blown away. So they couldn't believe. So they enjoyed it as much as I did. And then I've had so many people go, wow, what an amazing thing to do. I said, yeah, to actually be allowed to go and do something like that was awesome. Yeah. And that's been nuts to actually now sit there and go, I have sort of my own product. I didn't, my own, that no one else has that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. And they've also said as well, if
in case people haven't seen it on Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's it. So I went to Leeds and made an oven. That's the one. There it is.
Beauty.
a beauty, that. Absolutely. And the colour, you picked a cracking colour, really.
Yeah. Viola Bonita, and that's the video I made about the whole day. Viola Bonita, I called it. So Viola is Italian for purple, and Bonita is Italian for beautiful inside and out. And also, my house in America is in Bonita Springs in Florida. So Bonita is the connection to me. So yeah, I had a few people. I put a thing out saying to people, give me ideas of names. Loads of people come up with things, but nothing really got me. Apart from a guy who said, what about Viola? It's the word for purple. I thought, okay, I could use that. And then, I don't know, Benita just come into my head one day. And I just thought, okay. Yeah. So
whatever works, man. It's a pretty cool sounding name. So, and it's a pretty cool looking pizza.
Yeah, we sold three. We sold three. We actually had, if you look on my story, anyone, I actually put some pictures up. I wasn't there today. But Tom today went all the way to Cambridge, which is an hour and a half's drive, and he delivered one to a lady for Christmas today. So that's on our story today.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, he went up there today, and he actually fired it up with her and got her to start using it and stuff. A little bit of that white glove treatment again. So yeah,
makes all the difference.
That's the kind of thing that makes people want to come to you. Is that extra that you give that other people just go, there's your charcoal, there's your barbecue, there's
exactly.
Your
no.
It's just that giving that bit more brings more people back. 100%.
Yeah, exactly. And I think where I grew up in America as a kid, the customer service over there is second to none. And I think because growing up with that, I know when you go into a shop here in England, I don't want to offend anyone, but you can get that sort of, the English got a bit of attitude, don't we? We're not exactly the
get your stuff and go kind of attitude.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, you do. You go in some shop. You go in some shops and that, and the attitude of some people is like really. And being in America, when you walk in a shop in America, they're just, "Hi guys, how you doing?" You're like, "Oh, good." If there's anything you need, it's just so helpful right from the off, but not over the top. They don't push you. I think growing up with that, I've just installed that into myself and the boys, so that
the friendliness, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And that white glove treatment.
If you're approachable in your, in your way of doing things, people will naturally want to talk to you or want to buy stuff from you. If you're, the most unapproachable person in the world, well, they're going to leave and go somewhere else, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Exactly. And it's like what I say, going back to Instagram, I get messages all day long, every day, and I never ignore or delete anything. I always answer, and they know they're talking to me as well. So it's not like a bot or someone who looks after it, or they get automatic responses. It's me they're talking to. It's just, I just want to be an accessible person, and I think the thing about with the celebrities, when I was doing all the stuff with them, to actually have them talking to me and phoning me up and chatting to me and that, and it was, I was like, wow, they've actually got time for me, and it was lovely. And I just sort of think, people in the barbecue world see me as a bit of a barbecue celebrity. That's how they see me. I don't ask them to, and to be there for them, to be able to answer the phone and chat to them and do lives and be there. I just think it's just treat people how you want to be treated, sort of thing.
Exactly right. Yeah, that's a pretty good way for if everybody done that for everybody, I think the world would be a much nicer place, in my opinion.
Here comes the Bill and Ted quote again.
You mean be excellent to each other?
Absolutely.
What do you mean party on, dude? I don't know, but I think it's quite biblical in a way, do unto others. Not that I am that religious, but I think there's a lot to be said for that if you just use it as a bit of a guide, especially at this sort of time of year. And a lot of people are having some pretty nasty times at the minute. Not wanting to bring it all down, but up we go again. Sorry, but you're right. I think treat people how you want to be treated is basically a good way of living your life, and you're obviously doing that by and you're not only are you doing it, you're proving it. You're talking the talk and you're walking the walk. You look what you've done for the little lad. Look what you're sort of going out and reaching out to people and doing bits and bobs. So fair play to you, man. Credit to you.
Thank you so much.
You should be proud conducting yourself well, as you said. Good, respect to you.
Thank you. It's very kind, guys. I really appreciate it.
I'm very aware that we've been live for nearly 2 hours.
I know.
So,
we've got a couple of
okay for a few more questions.
Yeah, I've got about 5 minutes. I've got to go.
Okay, yeah, I was just about to start to wrap it up anyway. We've got 2 normal questions. I'll take it down to 1. This is totally unrelated to barbecue, right?
Oh shit.
So, what are your top 3 favorite albums or tracks or artists or what like that?
What, currently or ever?
Ever.
Oh shit.
If you was on
Everyone's response is exactly the same every time because it gets them off guard. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
One of my favorite all-time song is Hotel California by the Eagles. Love it.
Okay.
When I was growing up, I loved Eminem as an artist. I just thought it was, again, he just did what he did, and whole Eminem, Dr. Dre, that whole scene was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Coming through it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can still hear.
Hold on. These are dead, I think.
Wow. We've run your earphones out, man. Sorry.
There we go. You hear me all right?
Yeah.
There we go. It was all going a bit weird. It went from them to them. Yeah, oh, Jesus Christ. Eminem. I loved Eminem when I was growing up. I loved a bit of I'm trying to think now going through, like, I can't think of albums, but I loved Eminem. I loved that period when Linkin Park first came out, when they burst on the scene.
Yeah.
Favorite track was always Hotel California by the Eagles. Absolutely love that song. Yeah, now I'm sort of a bit R&B, hip hop, all that sort of stuff. I like obviously that's why I get on really well with Tyler, Kiss Radio, because that sort of Kiss music is the sort of music I enjoy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But yeah, Hotel California by the Eagles. That's what I've been asked that quite a few times. That's my favorite all-time track.
That's quite a span from the Eagles to Eminem.
I know, exactly. But
it's quite cool. Quite cool.
Yeah.
I think everyone we have on has quite an eclectic taste. I think maybe it's just like a barbecue community thing, is that we just put music, any old music, on when we're out cooking, or in general. I think it's good to have a rather eclectic taste of music. It's than being a single track mind.
Yeah, I do with the events and stuff. I do, depending on what it is. It depends on what I play. When I do the celebrity stuff, I sort of have the R&B and all that on. You probably heard it in the background with the events and stuff.
Yeah.
And when I'm with Tyler and all that sort of stuff. But then when we last year and the years before would have open days or cooking days or events and stuff, it was always 80s and 90s music, because it was just that sort of playlist where you go and shop and go, oh, I love this song. Do you know, that sort of 80s, 90s?
Yeah.
80s, I'd say, probably. All that, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I randomly, I was doing the washing up today, and I got the Cranberries Zombie in my head.
There you go. See, there you go.
I had to get the speaker out and start playing it. So I'm one of those that I have to, if it's in there, I've got to listen to it to get it out. Otherwise, it'd just be constantly going and going and going and going
non-stop.
So I'd be sat here humming it at the minute.
Wow, we couldn't afford the copyright on that, mate. To be honest. So, Jay, thank you for coming on the show. It's been amazing having you on. I'm glad it all finally worked out and we got it all up and running. Can you tell everybody listening and for the podcast all of your social media handles, and just give us the full rundown, the whole shebang?
Yeah, so I'm Jay from Altons BBQ World. We are a barbecue shop in Essex. We are a Weber World store, Traeger, Kamado Joe. We also do Della Vita pizza ovens, Angus and Oink, rubs. We also now do Yeti. We are on Instagram at Altons BBQ World. We are on Facebook, Altons BBQ World. We have a YouTube channel. And if you need us on the email, it's barbecues, BBQS at altongardencentre.co.uk. But for anyone, Instagram is where everything is. We always say to everybody, if you want to keep in touch with what's going on, Instagram is the place to be.
Wicked. Right. As I've said, it's been a pleasure having you on. You've been a really nice, easy to talk to interviewee. Much appreciated for your time. It's been wonderful talking to you and listening to what you got to say. Open invite if you ever want to come back on. Please hit us up, or we'll hit you up maybe in the future, and we'll work something out. That'd be cool. And yeah, thanks for coming on, and it's been wicked. Matt, do you want to wrap the show up, or you wrap it up?
Well, you can add the bits into the podcast at the end. You've now got the file to do so I don't need to keep talking doing the talkovers every time and fucking them up.
Yeah, that's true. I can provide a gift of podcast editing. Yeah, so that's as I said, wicked. Thanks for coming on, mate. What we normally do is run a thing called the pub club. We have a little break. If you want to stay on, you can. If not, it's cool. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
And it'd be good to hook up again soon, man.
Yeah, guys, no problem at all. What I'll do is we'll when I've got maybe Restaurant Roulette launching, or I've got something going on, I'll get you guys and we'll do like an exclusive and we'll launch it with you guys. So we'll do something like that next year. When I've got a few things going on, I'll give you guys a shout. But you guys ever need me for anything, you know where I am. I'll always help you out. I'll always be there if you need me. You want me to jump on something for you, just give me a shout.
Wicked. Much appreciated.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for asking me. Have a lovely Christmas. Stay safe. Look after yourself.
You too. Happy Christmas, mate. Stay safe.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right then. To the pub club.
Yeah.
Which I think you may have to host yourself, because my back is fucked.
Well,
I'll stay in for like 10 minutes, but it's hurting. Right. Onwards.
Right. See you on the other side.
Is you got to learn how to spam. I mean, that sounds horrible, but I mean, the way the fucking search engines are set up and the way the algorithms are set up and Facebook is set up and Twitter, whatever, you got to just find the right ways to spam kind of in a lot of these places. If you post it natively in your YouTube page or your Facebook page, hey, check out my YouTube show, it gets buried in the algorithm because Facebook wants to keep people on Facebook, YouTube wants to keep people on YouTube, et cetera, et cetera. So if they got an external link, they're going to bury it, especially if it says, hey, check out my, I'm sure check out my, when you're not promoting it, is going to go, beep, 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 right? It's like fucking 3 out of 100 in terms of what people are going to see. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
It's
I
awesome.
don't understand any of that sort of shit. You're going to have to, you're going to have to explain that sort of stuff to me. I don't know anything about that sort of thing.
It's all about making money. YouTube wants to keep you on YouTube. If you're a channel that people are watching, and if you look on the right-hand side where it has recommended videos, they're like, oh, people are watching this one. So they will allow another recommended video by you in the recommended videos because they want to keep you there. Okay. Especially if you figure out the SEO and all that other stuff. If your video doesn't rank.
SEO is search engine optimization. Now,
optimization.
What that means basically is, like, say you're a teaching channel or something. You want to say you got a motorcycle business and you specialize in, fucking Kawasaki's or whatever. And you're really good at doing the Kawasaki's. You want the first person who looks for a problem with that specific Kawasaki to look at your video. You have to search engine optimization would be, taking what the common person, not what you would think, hey, well, 1500 X engine on the Kawasaki, and they're not going to think that. They're going to think Kawasaki engine broke. That's what people are going to type into YouTube you want to get to the top of that, optimize your search engine results. Because 50% of people go to YouTube for a problem, they say. So if you're a teaching channel, they say like 65% of channels are teaching channels, something like that. If you're doing that, you got to really, really invest a lot of time in search engine optimization.
So I'm going to tell you the secret to search engine optimization right now. Folks, everybody listening. If you go to YouTube, if you're on YouTube and you're trying to find something, when you search, right at the top, you get that freaking those 3-line, I forget what you call it. The 3 lines where you can dial in the search you're looking for. The default is freaking relevancy. If you do for a search and you don't change that, the default is relevancy. Now, here's the significance. You make a video. The title is my video. In the description, you say, this is my video. One of the freaking search terms you put in is my video. And then everything else you want to put in there to try to get them to Those three things are relevant. The title, the description, and a search parameter. My video, you will rank way higher. You don't have to believe me, but if you get out of this and you go to YouTube and you do a search, and right up there where you can dial in your search, as soon as you click on it, the thing that's default is relevancy.
Okay.
And if all three of those things are relevant, you'll search higher.
I'll have to check that out though tomorrow when I'm a little bit more sober. But yeah,
a little bit more sober. You're basically never gonna do this.
You'll never do it.
No.
I mean, seriously, if you open up another window, I'm gonna do it right now. Open up another window. I'm going to YouTube.
Yeah, bring that shit up now. We got time.
I'm doing it right now. I'm hitting. I'm in YouTube. You hit search, whatever, dogs, DOGS. All right, right under the search line, the search freaking thing with the question mark, it says filter. You click filter, and it says you look at sort by, and the one that's highlighted is relevance. There you go. Perry Mason leaves the stand. You can change the rest of that filter, but sorted by default is relevance.
No, you're just talking about relevance. You just said Perry Mason leaves the stand.
That's
you may want to get some relevant.
The default search is relevance.
The facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
I got you. It's relevance. So if your title, your description, and your search, and you put in a keyword, and they're all the same. Whenever I put up a video, whatever my title is, I make sure I use word for word in my description. Okay, so I'm talking to Ryan G. My video, this is my video talking to Ryan G. The description is, hey guys, in this video, I was talking to Ryan G. And the very first search parameter keyword is going to be talking to Ryan G. No matter what else you put in there, those three things are relevant, and I guarantee you'll come up higher on search.
You can also attack the tags that are there now. Like what I do is, like, if I have a guest, for example, like say when I have Brutus Beefcake in, I'll just go to I'll just type in Brutus Beefcake interview or whatever, and see what the first search is, and I'll go to like vidIQ or one of those search services. And you get it for free. It's all in the code. You can go into the code too, and even have to use the service. It's just easier to use the service because they put it right there for you. Yeah, but you can get it from the code. Just go in and get the tags, and see what they're using for tags, and go from there. I mean,
yeah. I use TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy does the same thing. Yeah,
TubeBuddy.
I was using TubeBuddy for a while, but after a while, I learned. I still use TubeBuddy, but once you learn that, as long as someone's searching for what you're searching for, and you want to be specific in some things, and sometimes you want to be generic. But if you're doing something common, like how to do a prime rib for the holidays, you're fucked. Because there's a bazillion videos on how to do a prime rib for the holidays.
Well, that's what you talk about, the gaps.
Right. Now, if you say how to do a prime rib on a pellet smoker or such and such a smoker for the holidays 2020, now you dialed it in, because there's videos on how to do a prime rib forever. Oh, you do the search. It'd be 8-year-old videos, 5-year-old videos, 3-year-old videos. Now, if you want to dial it in a little bit more, because sometimes I'll do a search and then I'll go into where I just talked about the filter. And I'll be like, this year, I want to see shit this year. I don't want to see a computer how to figure out Windows. I got a problem with Windows. No,
I always search shit. The most recent video.
Yeah, I want a problem with
whatever the most recent video is. Yeah.
Yeah, I want a problem with Windows in this year, because I'm talking about Windows 10. I ain't talking about Windows fucking 98. Those videos are still on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you got to allow for the search parameters, and you want to be relevant. You want to be current as far as being searched. Now, as far as your videos, one, you want to be engaging. You want to be rememberable. You don't always have to be fun. It depends on the video. But you want to be engaging. You want to be rememberable. And you want to freaking do something so that you stand out, because you're competing with everybody else on freaking YouTube.
Darnell writes, always tip $5 no matter what. Now, I was just thinking about this when he typed that, it made me think of this randomly.
Yeah.
But there's also what you could do is call, if you're a single guy out there, you could do what's called flirt tipping. Like you go in there and just order, like, say, you know, a pitcher of Bud Lights for $5 or whatever the special is. Just get that and then fucking give her $20 just so they keep the change. She's like, oh wow, this guy's cool and loose. He's fun. I want to go in the back and, you know, massage his crotch or some shit. You know, that's they like that shit, man. They like the exciting, just free, careless. They don't give a fuck kind of attitude. You know what I mean? So that's what you got to do, man. You got to over-tip. Over-tipping is awesome. It really is.
That shit don't work if you're sitting there with your girlfriend or your wife, though. Just
true,
so you know.
True. Well, it depends on the girlfriend.